Hello and welcome to my video on Atomic Heart in 10 minutes or less. This video is an expression of the pain that I felt whilst playing this game. This game is beautiful but completely and utterly frustrating. It's like a shiny, lovely boiled egg with a really rotten core. This game could have been done in 10 hours and been an incredible experience. Cut the puzzles, build on these brilliant ideas that have obviously come from a place of so much love and hard work. But at the same time, there's just so much bad. The dialogue is bad. The gameplay is very shallow. The story is very peculiar. There's a lot of issues here, and I've got 10 minutes to tell you all about them. So let's get into it.
What a goddamn clusterfuck.
My biggest problem with Atomic Heart is, without doubt, the locks on the doors. I tried to record every single one of these that I came across, and there are multiple types of them, but they're all repeated the same thing over and over and over and over again. It completely breaks up the gameplay. They're not fun to do. By the end of playing this game, it was starting to drive me completely mental. Between opening all the locks, going through every single door, then you meet this robot. Here's what she has to say to you.
Well, what do we have here?
There you are, sugar. Oh, I missed you so much. Have you dumped that stupid glove yet?
Don't count on it.
I love it when you get angry. Yes, yes, scold me, punish me. I was a bad girl, strung up another disgusting creep.
What? You killed someone again? You monster.
Do you like it, sugar?
If you thought that was weird and cringy, then you meet this guy, who is a person I can't actually mention the name of, but if you look closely, you can tell who it is. For every transition, I'm just going to put more footage of the different locks in the game in the background. So even though most of this game is frustrating and the puzzles are awful and there's some weird stuff in it, there are also some cool ideas, some really cool ideas. It's such a shame that they've been underutilized in the way that they have. Here's an example of me talking to a corpse through this kind of interconnected plastic brain system. Cool idea. Cool idea. So much potential, and yet, well, listen for yourself.
What was that?
The world's first autonomous aerial.
They won't go without a schematic. All stuck. No schematic. No go.
Fuck me, he's alive.
Schematic. Need a schematic. Unfortunately, he's dead. We are surrounded by corpses. Why have you frozen just like everything here? They won't go. Nope. Won't go without the schematic. The dead have a residual neuropolymer memory and are capable of communicating for some time after death.
Well, shit. Okay, so where's this diagram of yours?
Schematic.
The schematic, the one I need to move the cars. Where is it?
The station master has it. He didn't make it. Wasn't as fast as me. He died.
Everybody here is as dead as fuck. Did the station master die in this tunnel?
This tunnel. He died. And everything froze. Right in front of my eyes. You need the schematic.
The talking dead guy just wants to send me on another fetch quest.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't want to be overly negative. I thought that the looting system was kind of fun in the game. We just hold down a button and it just goes. It did mean that everything kind of felt inconsequential afterwards, but it looks pretty cool.
May I remind you that your gear includes a special Yarov Abalakov backpack for storing items and equipment. It utilizes a quantum singularity to shrink items placed within it, then restores them to their original size upon extraction.
Yeah, weird science, huh? It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something.
It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something. Honestly, the dialogue in this game is atrocious. Real bad. Bottom of the barrel stuff. Completely vibe killing. Here are just one or two more examples of... Oh, God. Well, you see for yourself.
A killer chicken. Now I've seen it all. I don't give two wet farts. Crispy critters. Now I gotta deal with another crazy-ass lock. Fuck, I'm a magnet for annoying bullshit.
The character is rude, mean to everyone he meets, and he says stupid shit. Like crispy critters. He says it multiple times.
Crispy fucking... Where's the shit-ass way out of here? Underground or something?
I hate it when characters are like self-referential about how much this part of the game sucks. Like High on Life played with the idea where they had that kind of blocked off area and they were like, hey, you can't go that way. Other games do it as well. I absolutely despise it when the character is pointing out how bad something is in the game. It happens a lot in this, and I think it's like a self-awareness thing from the developers. They're like, yeah, we know this sucks, but we kind of had to do it anyway because we didn't design enough puzzles and content. We just wanted to make the game longer, etc, etc, etc. What a disaster.
Another door without a lock. Ugh. Where's the relay, Charles?
I don't see anything on the walls.
Like in this clip, he's just said, another lock, and I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, maybe this will be different. Maybe this will be some kind of new puzzle lock. And then I look on the floor, and of course, we've seen this 44 times already.
What's the point of this fucking maze anyway?
Suppose I should talk about the combat a little bit. I mean, I wasn't blown away by this, but I wasn't massively disappointed with it either. It was just fine. There was lots of different weapons to try out. They had different abilities. The enemies were very repetitive though. It's just the same robots over and over and over again, the same attack patterns. There was this big boss fight with this big roly ball called Hedgie. That was kind of cool. The boss fight at the end, I won't spoil it for you because the cinematic at the end is what everyone has been going on about. There are some cool bits, but generally nothing to, you know, get super excited about. Here's a little clip of the boss fight. I actually muted the music in this section because I don't know if it's copyright free or not. There's some confusion around some of the games used about whether it's allowed or not. But this boss fight was cool. There was different mechanics. Some of it was fun. You kind of had to knock it down and swing in with your axe, and it went on. I actually died once. I was playing on medium difficulty, and I actually died once to this, which I was like, okay, cool. And the music was really good in it, to be fair. Really, really good. And lastly, the politics of the game. As the character said at the start, what a clusterfuck. There were a lot of reports that said that this money was going to go to funding the war in Ukraine. Munfish is a Russian developer, but the game goes quite a long way to distance itself in a critical manner from the Soviet Party. Obviously, it's all here, but in the same way that Fallout uses American politics, Atomic Heart uses Russian history and politics to build a world and to comment on it. Just arrived at a very bad time. Very, very bad time. And some of the Soviet imagery here is going to really, really get to some people. I enjoyed 10-15% of my time with Atomic Heart, which is a real shame. It really is, because I feel like the game could have been so much better if they just condensed down some of these brilliant ideas into a more manageable 10-hour experience. And yet what we get is this 20-25 hour bloated experience. I mean, it runs beautifully, it looks fantastic, some really cool moments, but it just drags on and on and on, and the dialogue is so bad and the story is so predictable. Yeah, the game just falls flat, unfortunately. Politics aside, please do your own research into that side of things. But the game is free, technically, not really free, but it's on Game Pass at least, so which means you can just pick it up and give it a go, and I would, just because of the visuals. But other than that, Atomic Heart is a rotten egg.
Crispy critters.